Hi everyone, it's Ashton, aka the Outspoken Oracle, and I'm back with another tarot reading for you today. Please keep in mind that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please just think of me as your bestie here with a little bit of advice, and as with advice from your best friend, you take some, you leave some. Please use your discernment always. Only take what resonates with you. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. I was not in a good place health-wise. I was pretty ill in bed with a fever, and then I needed a few days after I got better to kind of rest up, because tarot reading can sometimes be quite exhausting for me, and I've needed every ounce of energy that I've had to, get through my days. That all being said, I don't have a message ahead of time for you guys. I'm just going to pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say for you today. I hope everybody's having a good day today and a good week, and that everything's going well. But yeah, let's get started. Angels, guides, ancestors, please assist me with this reading. Please help to give me insight into the questions I seek answers to. Protecting from any negative entities that might try to interfere on this reading, give false information. Please speak truth and honesty to me through the cards, giving me insight of the highest good of everyone involved. And as always, Spirit, thanks for showing up each and every day. Love you so much. All right, Spirit, what is the message you have for the collective today? Spirit, what is the message you have for the collective today? What is the message you have for the collective today, please, Spirit? Spirit, please let me know what the message you have for the collective today is. What is the message you have for the collective today, please, Spirit? Y'all, the Emperor has been coming up a lot in the readings that I've been doing for you guys. I feel like a lot of people are coming into their power, and that makes me really happy. People are making decisions that are good for themselves and the people around them. They are realizing that they actually are in control of their lives. And I really do like that. All right, so starting off here, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Collective, I feel like you are in a place right now where you are realizing the power and not making everything in your life a fight for survival. You feel like you're no longer in the place where you have to protect. It's not even protecting yourself. You don't have to protect your ego anymore. And so you're no longer fighting against the things that you used to fight against in the past. Like, not everything has to be a battle. You're no longer letting things get to you. Your ego's not as much involved. And you're just kind of surrendering to the moment and letting things kind of just flow off of you a little bit. You're not, that's too many, Spirit. You're not letting things get to you like you used to. You don't feel like you're constantly fighting battles that you can't win. With this Ace of Swords in reverse, you're choosing the path of not knowing what's going to happen. You're choosing to no longer, again, fight things that you used to fight in the past, because you realize that it's all going to end up the same anyhow, and so you're no longer doing what you used to do. That being said, you have no clue what happens when you don't know what's going to happen. And so you're just leaving things very open-ended, and this is where I'm getting this energy of you choosing to go with the flow of things. Because the thing of it is that what I'm picking up on with you, collective, is that you, just generally speaking, have this awareness that if you continue to fight the battles that you've always fought, there's going to be some stagnancy. There's not going to be any new beginning. And so you are choosing to go the path of least resistance moving forward, which means that you don't know what's going to happen in the future with you. I am getting this, Spirit's telling me for you, collective, that like, you don't need to be looking at your past with regret. Don't look at your past with regret. Do not look at what's transpired and how you could have done things differently, because you are getting this awareness that things have to change in the way that you react to things and how you interact with your life, and how you approach the lessons that you have experienced over and over again. Spirit's telling me that, like, don't sit in this place of regret or sadness about, oh, I wish I had done this sooner, or I wish I had learned sooner, this, that, or whatever. Like, it's not even about that. The knowledge that you have now, the understanding that you have now about no longer fighting against your best interest, about trying new things even though you don't know what's going to happen. You need to understand that this decision that you are making is going to lead to your world opening up moving forward. Don't stay in this feeling of past regret, like, oh, I could have made this happen sooner. Understand that with divine timing, everything happens exactly as it should, exactly when it should. Yes, things could have happened sooner, but had things happened sooner in your life, imagine all the experiences that you have enjoyed in your life that have made you happy, the people that you have met. They would not be a part of your life if things had happened sooner. Everything happened exactly as it was supposed to happen. So don't wallow, don't stay in that place of regret, collective. With this Emperor here, I am getting that, like, you are starting to recognize, like, the power that comes from you no longer fighting against the things that you have fought against in the past. You no longer engaging in what you used to engage in the past. You making decisions that don't necessarily have an outcome that you are already aware of. You are choosing differently, and in choosing differently, you are stepping into your power. You are becoming, without having knowledge of what is to come, you are actually becoming more powerful. And it's like this universal wisdom and knowing that your power is in your presence. In the past, you used to do what you knew, you used to do things in a way that you knew what was going to happen, because it's like we all have this desire for predictive future. We like to know what we're stepping into, but it's like what you are tapping into now is more of a universal wisdom that things will work out regardless if you stay in your power, if you stay connected to your presence. Yeah. With the Hierophant here, it's like you are currently in a place of taking direction and instruction directly from the Most High. That's where you're sourcing your information from in regards to what decisions you're making, what path you're going down next. You are no longer asking the advice and the wisdom of everybody else around you to make decisions. You are consulting God. You are consulting your spirit team. You are no longer creating a group project out of your life, and you are seeing how things are working out for you. And it feels like the lessons that you once experienced, you're not experiencing as much anymore. With this Strength card in reverse here, what I am getting from you, collective, is that you are waffling in between having, like, just this overall knowing, like, no, this is the exact right path that I'm supposed to be on. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. Things are good. And then you'll have these moments of weakness where you feel like you're falling back, and where, oh, I can't do this or this, that, whatever. What I'm getting in terms of a message right now is that you need to understand that in those moments where you fall weak and where you start to waffle back into that same energy that you once had, take an overall look at where you've come from and, like, what your journey has looked like, and understand that you have made progress on this journey. So it's like 2 steps forward, one step back. You're still making progress. You're still further along than where you have been. So don't judge yourself in those moments where you might feel a little bit weak. With this Five of Pentacles here, collective, you might be in a place where you're feeling very alone, very isolated, very much like you are doing things on your own. And that can be frustrating. That can be lonely. That can feel very hard, understandably. However, you need to be aware that there are helpers all around you. And it may come in the form of people that you're not even anticipating being helpers. It may just be that person that you see on the commute to work on the train every single day. Maybe you start up a conversation with them. Like I said in like one of my past readings, I have this one guy that I pass by on my walks or my runs in the mornings. He's a little helper. Every time I see him, it's like it motivates me. Like this morning I was running and like he was like, "You got this, keep going." And it's like that's my little helper. And it helps me to see that there are people that are cheering me on, that are rooting for me. They may not know me, but a lot of times it's the people that don't know you that are the most in your corner. And so understand that even though this time may feel very lonely, you do have help that's coming from all around you. You are not as alone as you think that you might be at this time, collective, as you are growing in your power. Because the truth of the matter is as you grow in your power, yes, there are a lot of people in your life that are going to fall off because they're not used to you standing in your power. They're not used to you having boundaries. What you are doing right now, collective, is exactly the work that you should have been doing this whole time in your life. You are building a masterpiece. You are mastering your craft of yourself. You are in the thick of it when it comes to your work. And a good indication of you knowing that you are on the right path and you are doing the right type of work, productive work, growth-centered work, is the fact that you will feel a lot more isolated and a lot more alone, because most people are not willing to put in the type of work that it requires in order for them to go about life in a way that might feel like they're alone. Did that even make any sense? I feel like that came out of my mouth completely wrong, but I'm hoping I'm hoping that you got what I said when I said that. But yeah, you're doing exactly the right work that you're supposed to be doing right now. And it is going to leave you feeling a little bit alone, but know that you're on the right path. This work is not for naught. You are doing exactly what you need to do right now, collective. Yeah. Okay. With this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, don't... And this is actually, okay, so this is part of the reason why you're having these moments of weakness, collective, is because of the fact that while you're doing this work, there are moments while you're feeling alone that you feel like something is missing or something is lacking. And you keep on trying to look back at your old life and your old ways of doing things to find that thing. But then you go back there and you're like, wait a second. No, this does not feel good. This is not what it is that I want for myself moving forward. Again, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But eventually you're going to get to the point where you realize, I am not lacking anything. I have everything that I need exactly where I'm at. Don't look back to try to find what it is that you feel like you're missing. You can't be sad over your past because your past is not what has led you to where you're at in terms of your growth. You are continuing to grow. So keep your eye on the prize and look forward. What's not working for you with this Hangman in reverse is there's still a massive part of you right now, collective, that's unwilling to see what's right in front of you. that's unwilling to have this perspective change and this perspective shift. Because what I am getting, collective, is that in this thing that's keeping you from this perspective change and perspective shift is like this accountability, because there's still a part of you that's not willing to take accountability for certain aspects of your life. And okay, what this accountability entails is you making decisions. Whoever this is that I'm talking to right now, collective, you have had difficulty in your life making decisions. You will spend a lot of time thinking over things. You will spend a lot of time ruminating over things in your head and like weighing the pros and cons, but you will feel stuck quite often when it comes to making decisions, and you try to find a way to either have decisions be made for you or for you to try to ignore something enough until it just goes away. And this is where you are stuck, because part of taking accountability means that you are the one that's making decisions for your life. Do I think with this Emperor showing up that you are starting to make more decisions? Yes. But there are certain aspects of your life, probably aspects that are a little bit more difficult, that you won't make those decisions in your life. And what I'm getting here is that like you have to realize that like you don't have to make a decision off the bat while you are still exploring things. You can explore things, get it out of the thought process, and still explore things, and then make a decision while you are in the midst of it. Just because you choose to explore something does not mean that you're making a decision to continue on with what you're exploring. Like, say for instance, you move to a new city and you're looking for a new church. You can explore different churches without making a decision of which church that you want to go to until you've explored all the churches on your list. You can meet a new person and explore experiencing them before deciding if you want to continue on with a friendship. It may just be a couple of meetups and you decide this person's not for me. And to be completely honest, in this day and age with the way that people work, you can explore having a new job and decide that this is not for me and move on and do something else within like the first 3 to 5 months. You don't have to stay stuck where you're at. Choosing to meet a new person, choosing to move to a new place, nothing has to be set in stone. You are choosing to explore something, but you don't have to make a decision about the permanence of this thing. In fact, if you look at everything as being impermanent in life, then you won't feel like you're so tied to everything. Everything can just be exploration. But you are so focused on getting to the thing that's going to be the end all be all, where you are then losing sight of the fact that life is about new experiences and new explorations, where you're always looking for the finality of things, the things that you can celebrate and be like and show off, but it's like that's not even what it's about. And you are leaving yourself in a place of being unhappy because you can't even take the first step in any direction, because you're not making any decisions at all, because you're choosing not to choose. You're choosing not to explore. That being said, right now, collective, you are at a place where you have been passing with flying colors a lot of the lessons that have been coming after you. It's this decision-making process that you're having a hard time with, but overall, these other lessons that have been coming towards you, you've been passing with flying colors. You've been surrendering to the life around you, and you've been choosing the right options. And so to that, I say kudos, collective, with this Judgment card here, You're deciding to rise above your old behaviors and your old belief systems and your old ways of doing things. And with that, your life is coming a lot more into balance. You are seeing how you're seeing how you are exactly who you've always been, while also choosing to grow. And you're recognizing that the lack of growth in the past was actually keeping you from yourself, but you're moving along and life is coming into balance. And I'm really proud of you for that, collective. Y'all, I apologize if my energy seems really low. Like I said before, I'm getting over being sick, and this is part of the reason why I haven't been reading. Yeah, you're, with the Devil in reverse here, you are dropping a lot of your toxic ways of behavior, just old belief systems and old patterns, old relationships that are no longer working for you. You are releasing yourself from the chains that were no longer serving you, because you are choosing to overcome the lessons that you have been met with. You're recognizing the patterns and choosing differently, and I'm really proud of you. However, with this Four of Cups here, Spirit is telling me that there is a big offer, and because this is Cups, I am going to say that this has to do with your emotional well-being. There's a big offer, a big thing that's being presented to you, and you are kind of in your little, in regard to this, you're still kind of throwing a fit and still kind of having a pout about it. And Spirit's like, you know, this offer, I'm giving it to you because you deserve it, and this is what's gonna help with your emotional well-being. And so I need you to stop. I heard stop being a little bitch right now. Okay, that wasn't very nice, but that's what I heard. Like, Spirit's wanting you to choose to go in this direction of this offer. And collective, whoever you are, you know what this offer is. It's on the table, and it feels like something that's very hard to overcome, something that seems very far off in the distance, something that seems like you're not sure if it's aligned with your path. And Spirit's telling you, yes, it's aligned with your path. Stop avoiding it. Stop ignoring it. Stop pouting about it. Stop throwing a fit over it. Like, just do the work to get to this thing, because it's supposed to be for you. Spirit's not trying to give it to you easy, but Spirit is presenting it to you. With this Nine of Swords in reverse here, Spirit is telling me that, like, you need to overcome the anxiety surrounding this thing that's being offered to you. It may not be the easiest thing for you to, you know, overcome or collect and not have anxiety about, but you need to just drop the anxiety about it, because it's meant for you. And because it's meant for you, you shouldn't be anxious about it. But continue to do the work that you're doing. Continue to surrender and stop putting up a fight against the things that are being presented to you. You don't need to make everything a battle. You already know this. And you are embracing the fact of not knowing what's coming next. You don't need to feel bad about, you know, waiting so long about making these changes in the past, but also you have to see what's being presented to you in the future. You need to start making decisions in your life, and you make decisions by exploring things. You're doing the right work. You need to continue to seek the divine, seek divine guidance, seek guidance from the Most High, and you'll be right on your path. You're doing things correctly right now, collective, and I'm really proud of you. All right, this is a message that I have for you today. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. And please never forget just how divine you are.